Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos. And as you can see on my main headline about Wayne Rooney, he's holding talks over his future on US tours as Everton emerge as a potential buyer. But as I said the other day, according to the Old Trafford chef, that had put £10 million in, as I said before, as a goodbye bonus. And Rooney had currently rejected this because, he intended that he could earn triple that amount of money, that he did want £30 million for that. But Rooney, he's been fantastic over the years. He developed himself well. He's achieved what he's achieved. He's won every single domestic cup. And Fergie was in there in the door to get him at the right time from Everton. And he did progressed well at Everton. He scored some lovely goals in the past years. He's combined with his teammates well in the past years as Wayne Rooney. And he's scored crucial goals against Manchester City in the League Cup, in the Carling Cup. He scored that overhead kick against Manchester City also. He scored lovely goals as Wayne Rooney. And over the years, he's been one of the best. But now, on £300,000 a week wage that he's currently receiving at Manchester United, that's currently a player's wage that's supposed to be one of the best in the world, and Rooney's not now one of the best in the world. He's had a fantastic career, so I do think now, under Mourinho last season, he had a lot of irregular starts, and I just think it's time now that he does move on, because I just don't think he's got anything else to offer to Manchester United. I think I am adamant that someone else could basically operate in that number 10 shirt, because I just don't think Rooney's good enough. Obviously, he's been linked with the likes of West Ham, Stoke. He's been linked with a possible return back to Everton, and a lot of pundits and according to reports have favoured him a move to China, Wayne Rooney. So yeah, but he's the all-time scorer. This is his stats here. Rooney, Man United goals 250. 545 apps. 179 in the Premier League, 34 in the Champions League, 5 in the Europa League. Is that the Europa League? Yes. 3 in the FIFA Club World Cup, 22 in the FA Cup, 6 in the EFL Cup, and 1 in the Community Shield. So it's just been fantastic. So to me, I do want him to leave now, because if he does stay, he's not going to get first team. Definitely not going to get first team football under Mourinho. He's just going to be sat on the sidelines and the bench all the time, and he's just used there as something, because he's not the player that he used to be. We can't argue over the years what he's done for us. He's been absolutely incredible and fantastic. But I just think now it's time for Wayne Rooney, to move on. He's had his career, he's had his years. He can look back at that, and he's established himself well. He can take a lot of positive and feedback from that. We've all watched him over the years. He's been in the limelight over the years, but now I just think Wayne Rooney's past it, and I think he does need to move on. But now, according to reports, Everton could be emerged as the front runners to get him back where it all began, and we can replace him with someone better. And we're adamant Rodriguez could get the number 10. Morata, as I said, could be announced in the next 72 hours. Obviously, Ibrahimovic has left. So we do need them 2 strikers. As I said, we need a backup plan with Morata. I don't think 1 striker is good enough. We need more than that. Jose Mourinho has identified that midfield as his key role. I think we need a midfield. I think we need 2 midfielders, centre mid, and a midfielder as well. And I think we potentially need a left back as well, because I do have slight concerns there. But back in the day, going back to Rooney, I think he played fantastic with Tevez. I think his combination, the way he linked up with the play with Ronaldo, as well. That's when Rooney was one of the best. Back in 2008, the Champions League winning team. That's when Rooney was good, with the likes of Ronaldo there, with the likes of Tevez there, with the likes of Hargreaves, with the likes of Scholes, all the top class players that we had. That's when Rooney was at his best. But it was still going strong basically in 2011. It was still going strong then. I think 2013 he was still going strong. I think maybe since the last couple of years, I think he hasn't been in form, and I think he just shows you signs now that he's past it now, Rooney, and I think he does need to move on now. He's been at the club over a decade, and I think it is time for Wayne Rooney to move on. So whatever will be happening, whether he'll be staying, I think he's seen his contract's out, or he could be extending his contract. So we'll see what happens again, guys. All I just want is another signing on the board as soon as possible. Obviously, Jose Mourinho wants to get him done, as early as possible. He did sign 4 masterclass players last summer. I think he is currently furious with Ed Woodward at the moment, because he should be. He's presuming that deals need to be still done to Ed Woodward. The list has been given out, I think March it was, for the players that he wants to get him in as well. I still think he'll get the players that he wants in, but yeah, I think quite a few players will be leaving down the line as well. But I think, as I told you before, that we need to get out of the door. So yeah, we'll see what happens. More things will update about Rooney. They're holding talks now. They're in advanced talks further down the line. What's going to be happening with Rooney? It's basically Manchester United do want him out. It's basically his decision whether he wants to leave the club. So yeah, guys, we'll see what happens anyway, guys. That's everything to update you with, so take it easy. I'll see you later. Bye.